I want to encourage us to do something, and it is something that I've proven to work. Normalize being happy for people who are succeeding, persons whose reality is your dream. Your day will come. Jealousy, envy, malice, and strife comes out of thinking that you should be in the position that somebody else is in. I find that many persons, even in Christendom, have a tendency to either try to belittle or ridicule people's achievement out of jealousy. Let us normalize in society, in our communities, in our homes, cheering for people who are succeeding. You lose nothing. Your candle loses nothing if it lights another. And I have proven throughout my entire life that when I cheer for persons who are succeeding, sometimes out of the blue, the same blessing drops in your lap. You may be studying hard, working hard, and you see somebody achieving what you are working to achieve. Cheer for them, man, support them. I remember when I was pursuing the doctorate at UWI, we had a cohort, and within that cohort, we had persons who were just beginning, persons who were partway through, persons who were in first year, second year, etc. There were persons there who were pursuing the PhD for 5 years and longer because life happens and they had other things taken care of. But guess what? When the new people came in, we welcomed them and thank God for Professor Anthony Clayton. He encouraged that kind of camaraderie. And so we were there for each other. When the finalizing PhD students were preparing for their defense, we were there with them going through the mock vivas. And eventually, when the day came for their viva, the defense of their PhD, as a group, we went there and we could not say much because we had to be quiet in the room, but our body language, leaning forward and supporting them, showed them that they were not alone. And I cannot remember one member of our cohort who failed. And it's not easy to complete a PhD at the University of the West Indies, Mona. Of course, I've had my challenges. For example, there is a church, a religious group that ridicules education except for their own education or their children's education, but that's another story for another time. Let us normalize being happy for people. Even if you are, for example, in a challenging relationship where you are lonely, learn to be happy for those who are striving. You may come into social media and you may see one spouse saying something good about the other spouse. Like it and make a positive comment. And in your heart, pronounce a blessing on the people. You may see somebody in a job doing very well. Commend them. When we give words of affirmation, positive words to others, it comes back to us, pressed down, shaking together and running over. It is not just the money that you give or the goods that you give, but also the emotional, spiritual, and the psychological support that you give to people to encourage them, to spur them on. So let us normalize being happy for and celebrating people while they are succeeding. We'll have a better world, a kinder, gentler world. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. I'm running inside to worship.